Testing, testing, one, two, three. Testing, testing, one, two, three. Okay, so good evening everyone and welcome back to our live streaming sessions, and I will be talking about what we have been doing. So yesterday we have been doing a bit mistake I can say, but we do recovering back. So let's recap what we have been doing yesterday. Yesterday we have been doing quite a lot of trades. So you can see that overall we have been doing this kind of trades overall from here. So you can see that this is what we trade yesterday. We have been two losses. These two losses is mainly because we have been entering quite aggressively, I guess. So this one we have been losses, and this one we have been winning back, losses out. But last trade we have been earning back. So yesterday we are totally profit about 700 USD. Okay, so I think the main thing is that I've been entering quite aggressively and didn't really see at the bigger picture. That's why I have been stopping out. It's not the directions wrong. It's actually my enter is much more aggressively. So it's actually stopping out for a few times. So this is the one time and this is second time. This direction wrong. So I don't really think it's any problem. So just now we have been doing long positions. As I mentioned, it's likely to continue going high. This area is the best timing to do long positions. Let me explain why. Okay, so using the bigger picture, we can see that the market conditions is actually showing us that the market it's definitely is going higher. Okay, because it's been breaking through what we call the weekly high. Yes, I mean last weekly high, and then the price is actually slowing down. To be honest, I was wanted to do short positions on this level. I was a bit skeptical at the first because I was thinking that the overall direction is actually going higher, so I a bit skeptical. But I will be also explain why I'm planning to do shorts in this level. Okay, this level because we can see that the upwards momentum is actually slowing down, and I also can see from the book map is showing some signs of a really good entry, but I didn't really enter on this one. So you can also see that we didn't really enter, and then after that the price has been going lower. My first target is actually reaching back towards this area. I don't really think the market might be going that much lower, to be honest. I was expect that the market might be reaching through this area like 4131, around this kind of distance from my perspective. So I was expecting that this area, but didn't really expect the market to continue going through this major supporting level. So this area is actually the volume profile, the master. It's actually a really strong supporting level. So once the price has been reaching through here, this is what we call the equilibrium. Means that it's actually the middle part. So there's no right or wrong answer on this area. What does it mean by that? If you are thinking to do shorts, then you can try to do shorts in this level and expect the price is going lower from here. Okay, but if you are thinking to do long positions, you just try to do in this level and should be going back towards this level. So I will be also explaining why I'm thinking that the price is most likely to go back to 4143, that kind of range. So let's get back to it. Okay, so overall I don't think that it's showing us some kind of downtrend momentum, to be honest. So we didn't really see some sharp dropping. We can only say that the upwards momentum is actually slowing down. So but from here onwards we can see that it's actually aggressively up and acceptance on the higher sides. So from this onwards, if I can actually do long positions on this level, to be honest, but I miss out. So just now I see that the market wanted to go higher, so I just immediately doing long positions. So why I'm thinking that the market will be going to 4144, because this is actually the volume profile area. So this is actually the major supporting level around 44 to 43. I do expect the price might be going even much more higher, but if you wanted to be much more sure, I think you can actually get 4112 4142 to 4143 should be not a really big problem. So that's why we are actually thinking to do long positions around this level. I don't think it's actually a problem. So we just keep on holding on it, and the price should be reaching back towards this level. According to what we expect, should be going there by. I think maybe there's a chances that the price will be going another couple of hours later on. But anyway, we'll be definitely doing long positions. Okay. So going back to the book map, we can see that today the market liquidations volume is not that huge. Okay, today is actually quite a really important day, I guess, because today we do have news like the US CPI. Today, I think we have quite a bit news. So today we have US retail sales. We have also have a US PPI. There's a lot of news is coming out. So because of that, we can see that the volume is actually not much. The liquidations means that the market liquidity, the volume is not quite much from the past for the past day. Comparable to yesterday, we can see that the volume is actually quite huge, but from today you can see that it's not that much. If you do zoom in out, you can see that it's actually quite like not much. What we call the COB, the current order book, it's not much. So it's actually showing us that the market it's not really aggressive. I mean, not quite aggressive. So that's why we can see that the market is actually forming a ranging level. I'm not so sure what's the reasons, but if you want me to guess, I probably will be saying that should be the news, the US core CPI, the core PPI, and also the retail sales data will be mainly affected on the gold market. So if you ask me what's my expectations for the gold right now, I'm definitely thinking that the market is going higher. Okay, so let me explain why I'm planning to do shorts in the beginning of the day. Okay, so from here we can see that the market conditions is actually slowing down and has been reaching through this weave up. So I'm expecting that the price, it should be likely to reach through this level, and I'm also zooming out, so I'm actually aiming this level as well. So this is the balance area from the footprint. So this area is actually the most aggressive level. So I was actually planning to do shots area from this area and aiming back to 3.3 around this level. Didn't expect the market to go that much lower, but yeah, I was planning to do shots in this level. But anyway, the price has been going lower, and we do see that there's a big COB orders in the lower sides. You can see that the market is has been actually showing some aggressions. Let me tell you something. If you do really watch a book map for quite often, you can see that there's some indications that the price wanted to go higher. The most higher indication is this level, this 3 volume area. If the price didn't really reach through, and we can see that that's actually building liquidity, or maybe the volume, this has been actually showing indications that the price is likely to go higher. So usually this happens, we can see that the market is actually going higher and reaching back towards on the higher side. So right now you can see the same things as well. So we can see that this area is actually building this 3 current order book. So we can see that the market order book is actually pushing higher. So from here is actually pushing from here, and right now is if we do make it much more larger, it's actually pushing back to this area as well. Even though the volume, the current bulk order, it's not big, but we can see that it's actually much more often to see the prices going higher. Okay, so right now we can see that the market has been reaching through the VWAP area, and the liquidations is not that strong. But I will be overall to continue doing long positions because I'm actually expecting that the price is going higher. And yeah, So right now, what can we do about it? Okay, so right now we can see what is the actions. We can see that the market momentum is not strong. Exhaustions is actually happening from here. And we can see that the market is actually going through on the lower side. So probably the price should be reaching back towards this level. So we can see that price most likely will be reaching through this level and form something like a support. So should be right now. So right now is 4130. So let's see for 4130. So I guess the price should be reaching through from the CFD perspective should be around 4133 around this level. So you can see that it's actually quite the same. So we will be expecting that this level should be forming some kind of support level in a short period of time. So let's see 4133 area should be forming some kinds a little bit supporting level. Okay, so should be about here support. Okay, so you can see that this is the area that we might need to be aware of, and the price should be slowing down from here. Okay, I didn't because the market momentum it's not as strong as yesterday, we can say that. So I'm expecting that the market should be a bit choppy. So meaning by that is that the market might be forming a ranging level from here. And if that's do really happen, you can actually after that try to do long positions and putting your stop loss maybe below 30 to 40 pips. If you really wanted to, you can wait for the market to acceptance on this range. Okay, because we do see that the market conditions is actually showing some kind of support on this level, and the volume profile, the COV is actually also showing some kind of supporting at the lower side. So I don't really think the price will be going that much lower. Right now, the market just feels like the market momentum is not strong to go higher. So it's actually accumulations on the orders from here. So we will be expecting that the price should be forming some kind of ranging this level. If we do see that the price is actually accepting this level, you can actually do long positions after that. Maybe you can wait for another 15 to 30 minutes, see whether or not the price will really acceptance on this level. If so, you can actually do long positions around this level, putting your stop loss maybe around 30 to 40 pips and reaching back towards on 4144 or even 4145. So you can see that it's actually showing supporting level from here, and it's reflecting on this range. Okay, so how do I know that this is the major supporting line? So we can see why that it's actually much more leaning to go through uptrend level. Okay, so forming back, you can see from the CVP. CVP is much more showing signs that the market wanted to push higher from here. So it's actually here, 4129. So there's a lot of aggression buyer around this level. It doesn't mean that it's much more likely to go higher. It just means that it's much more people trying to do aggressive buying on this level. So you can see that it's actually 4129 or maybe 4130. This area is actually aggressive buying. So and overall we can see that it's buying is much more aggressive. So this is a plus point for that. The price is much more convincing that it's going higher. Okay. So right now, we can expect the price should be forming a ranging level from here. So you can see the volume is not much, and the aggressive, I think the market condition is not as quite volatile comparable to yesterday. But we'll be expecting that the price should be forming some kind of ranging level around this level. Maybe 29 to 30 should be around this ranging level. And if that's happening and see if the price really holding on this level, I'm expecting that the price should be reaching back towards on the higher sides and should be reaching back to 50. The highest will be going to 50, attacking this high liquidations 50. 50 from here should be 53 from the CFD. So the price might be reaching through the 53 area. So yeah, maybe reaching through this 53 area. I think there's a chances, to be honest, there's a highly chances that the price might be reaching through this level. But anyway, we can see that the price already formed some kind of supports. So you can see that the price already shows some supporting area from here. So just need to wait some acceptance. Once the price already reach through an acceptance on this range, and we can actually do long positions again, adding on it, putting stop loss maybe even much more lower to 30 to 40 pips, and reaching through 1 to 2 risk reward ratio, or 1 to 2, maybe 1 to 3. It depends on how much do you want to do it. So this is the major supporting level that everyone need to be aware of. Okay, expecting that the price is much more leading to do long positions from my perspective. Just don't yeah, I think most likely the price should be reaching back towards 4143 or even much more higher. So try to do long positions and aiming back towards on this higher sides. Okay, so remember everyone, if you do really like our content, please give us a like, subscribe, and do remember to follow us. Okay, so we'll be doing live streaming every single day from 8 to 9 and giving out what's my expectations as what's my trading style. Okay, so today the mainly time I have been doing is to find out. In the future, we'll be also doing out something changes in our live streaming sessions and also our Discord channel, and definitely it's a good thing. So buckle yourself and remember, we'll be also giving out live trading signals on our live streaming sessions. Okay, so right now we have been doing long positions and expecting that the price it should be reaching back towards on the higher sides. Price do really swap out the VWAP area, but let's see how the price react. I do expect the price should be forming some kind of support, so maybe we can actually add another positions. Let's see. Yeah, maybe we can actually add another positions. Let's see. Let's see. I think we can try to add another buy positions and see whether or not. Okay, let's make it stop loss from smaller, 24, so it's about 27 area. So I think we can actually put our stop loss around 27 range. If the price really break through this level, then no choice lah. Okay, so four. This one we'll just make it. Let's make it to 50 on this one. Okay. 50. This one is, yeah, I think we can actually reach through 53. So I think we might be reaching through this level 53 area. Yeah, I think we can actually just aim 50 is definitely fine with us. Okay. So right now we just keep on doing long positions and see the price is it going higher, going lower. So I think this range is actually the best timing to do long or shorts. It depends on how do you think the market conditions. So for example, if you're thinking that the market is going lower from here, I think there's then you can actually try to do shorts, putting your stop loss maybe around 50 pips and expecting that the price is going lower and reaching through here or maybe even lower. But if you are like me, it's thinking that the market is going higher, you can try to do long positions from here and just aiming back to 43, 44, and maybe even higher to 50 level. Okay, so I already explained this is what this is not a downtrend momentum, to be honest, because we do see that the market didn't really acceptance on this lower sides and fastly immediately to rejections and acceptance on the higher sides. So it's quite likely to see that the market wanted to go higher. The CVP and also the other things like what we call the book map is also showing us that it's much more buying rather than selling. And yeah, so we have been doing long positions and we already giving out the best supporting level using book map. So you can see that 33, 32 is the best supporting level, and see whether or not the price is going higher. As I mentioned, if the price is going higher, definitely the first attacker place should be 44, 4144, or maybe even higher to 4150, around that level. I'm expecting that the price might be spiking higher first, then rebalance downside. So I think this is the best timing to do long positions. So let's see if we right or wrong. Okay, so another factor is dollar index. Okay, I'm thinking that the dollar index is actually showing signs of going lower. Why I'm saying that is that the price has been reaching through this level and has been showing us a really strong foundations on wanted to go lower from my perspective. Going back to the 50 minutes, this one we don't have book map, but we do have volume profile and other profile and volume footprint, and see what is really going on. We do see that the market conditions is not as strong as going higher. So I'm actually thinking that the price it's planning to go lower. So meaning by that is that the market is actually showing us some signs to going back to the lower sides. Okay, so if that's do really happen, you can see that from my reports is also mentioned that if the price really break through this level, this major supporting level, then the price of dollar index will be going back much more lower. So maybe reaching here, maybe reaching even much more lower from here. Okay. Another factor I'm thinking why that the dollar index is going lower is the CME watch tools. So if you go through www.cmewatchtools.com, you can actually see that what's the market expectations for December cut rates. So last week is actually increasing quite a lot because there's a few Federal Reserve members has been sharing that will be holding their rates. But this week is actually quite a reverse. So because last Friday, if you do really watch my reports, I have been mentioned that quite details. So saying that because one of the Federal Reserve members, Williams, if I'm not mistaken, usually will be much more siding with Powell from the previous few meetings, but right now is actually diverse with the Federal Reserve Powell decisions. So because of that, oh, okay, it's quite interesting. I think that spoofing is happening in the gold market, but they actually pull out the volume out. Anyway, I think it should be not a really big problem. Price is likely to continue going higher. Okay. Okay, so going back what we have been saying, okay, the most important factor is the federal member William has been mentioned that will be likely to reduce rates in the near future. Therefore, the market has been changing their perspective from December remaining rates. I mean 20-30% right now is actually reaching through 80% that will be cutting rates in coming December. Therefore, this is basically putting a lot of pressure on the dollar index, even though the dollar index has been forming some kind of ranging level. But I do think that the dollar index is mainly will be going back to the lower sides. And other clues that we can also going through from the GBP/USD, it's also showing sign that this might be the bottom. And the Euro USD is also the same. It's also showing that this might be the bottom, forming a ranging level. So Euro USD is actually forming a diamond pattern. So usually diamond pattern is happening. It's showing us that the market is changing or going through some kind of new directions later on. So you can see that the Euro USD is actually showing us diamond formations. So this is actually quite interesting. So because of that, I'm thinking that the dollar index is definitely it's much more higher to go lower. Then this will be pushing some kind of support on the gold market. If dollar index is going lower, I can't guarantee is it dollar index going lower, gold is going higher, because usually I'm not so sure. Sometimes the correlationship is the same, and sometimes the correlationship it's not the same. So it's really hard to really hard to how to say justify that if the dollar index is going lower, then gold is going higher and so on. Oh, this one is quite interesting. Price is spoofing back to the lower sides. VWAP area showing us some kind of big supporting level. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. What the fuck has happened? I do scare that we might be spiking back lah, but should be not a really big problem because I do expect that the prices wanted to go higher. Hopefully that this might be the last spike. Yeah, hopefully that this might be the last spike. Usually this ranging level is actually showing us that the market it's usually might be a last spike, so I do afraid that we might be been swiping off and then going higher. So this is also one of my worries about it as well. But let's see. Whoa, shit, I think we might be swiping off by the market. Wow, 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 fuck. Yeah, swipe by the market again. Damn. Yeah, was thinking the price is going higher. Recently the market is keep on swiping us. Let's see from the timing perspective. Reaching back. Damn, I think this one. Fuck. Let's see from the bookmap perspective. This one is quite interesting. Recently market keep on spiking us off. Well, I really wanted to go lower. Okay, quite interesting on this one. Dollar index is going lower. News haven't announced yet, right? Yeah, the news haven't announced yet. Let's see the news. Damn, that's why. Okay, there's a news saying that US officials says that the Ukrainians have agreed to have a peace deal, though there are still some details to be sorted out. Fuck. Oh yeah. That's why we can see that the gold market has been spiking lower. Shit. News affected. But if I think the market is don't have the news affected, usually the price might be going higher from the technical perspective. Damn, this one didn't expect this happen. Okay, because we do have a news happening, we can't really control the news, but once this has been announced, we can see that the market is actually going back to the lower sides. Interesting on this one. Passing out and the prices has been going lower. Shit. I was thinking that it's that have higher chances to go on the higher side because we do see that there's a major supporting level. Planning to aim higher from 4144 or even 4155, but never mind. Let's see can we recovering back later on because right now that's a lot of uncertainty. So it depends on how the price reacts from here. So if the price really go through like a strong upwards momentum going back towards on the higher sides, we might be doing long positions. So it depends on how the price react from here. So I think we need to have some confirmation first and see how it turns out. Do see some supporting level from here. Supporting level from here. But shit! The news. Really fuck the news. Recently the news keep on impacting my trading style. 4118 4118. This level is strong supporting level. Damn, didn't expect it. Market to swipe us off on this level. Well, there's also the chance that the price is going lower. Right now, price still really break through this what we call the equilibrium area from here. So I do expect that the price might be going lower right now. Here is 4113. If the price didn't really go back to this level, it's much more leaning that the price is going back to the lower sides. 413, this level is really important. I think the market might be going lower if that's the case. But right now, price is reaching back towards on the higher sides, accumulating some orders, so reaching back. Fuck the news, just now. If the news didn't really mention, I think we can actually hit our TP because it's much more showing us that it's going higher. But right now, I think might be changing directions. So let's see. What can we do about it? So price. Let's see where's the best entry level that we can actually get. Price is showing us acceptance. I think the best entry level is 27 on CFD. I think 27 is the best entry level. If you can actually get 27 is the best entry level. I'm not so sure is it possible, but 27 probably the best entry level you can get it. 27 area. I think we might have a chance. 27, this range has quite a strong signs that it's showing us that going lower. Okay, going back to the book map. Okay, so from the book map is actually showing us that the this level 4113 is major supporting level, and right now the market is actually accumulating orders, means that it's actually acceptance on the lower sides. Short sides is actually much more aggressive. The long sides is actually much more aggressive. So we can see that is actually much more aggressive, aggressive. So from here onwards, we can see that it's much more showing us that it's forming some kind of supports. So probably a price might be forming back towards on the higher sides. My expectations is maybe 25 here, 25 around this major level, 25 or maybe 24. So you can actually try to do shots if the price really go back to this level. So yeah, I think 25, 24 is actually a really good level that you can actually try to do it. So because the volume not much, so we might need to tune out a bit to see the details. So you might need to tune out a bit uglier. So never mind, we just zoom out. Okay, so 24, so we can see 24, but I'm expecting that price might be showing some resistance on 25 lah. So I think we can actually add short positions, a bit short positions right here. Let's see, and at 26, 25, 26 area, it's actually a really strong line. So I'm actually expecting that the price should be going back. Yeah, because the price really break through this level. So if that really happens, I think the price might be reaching back towards this balance area. 4092. Let's see, can we get to 4092? 4092 is yeah, 4092. Yeah, this is our entry first. So we already mentioned that this level is actually a really good short positions. This level exhaustions is happening. You can see that exhaustions, no one people is pushing higher, so it's actually a really strong resistance area. So we have been doing short positions and see can we gain back our losses. Just now we have been losing, well, quite much, 700. But never mind, we'll be accumulating it and try to do short positions later on. Okay, because the price has been breaking through this level, so I think it's much more likely to do short positions. So everyone can try to do short positions because we are aiming back to the lower sides. Okay, where do we aim? We will be aiming back towards 4092 or even much more lower. Okay, I think we can actually make it to 4092 because I'm expecting that this might be a really strong downtrend momentum later on. Okay, so let's see, can we get back to the bottom? We might be adding our positions. So let's see from the bookmap and see can we add our positions. CVD is actually showing us a really strong downtrend lah. Okay, so the CVD is actually showing us that it's going bullish. I mean bearish. But yesterday I believe on CVD and I'm cooked. So don't try to believe in CVD and need to see the whole picture. Okay, but right now I'm expect the price might be forming some kind of support, showing some kind of ranging, and see whether or not the price is going back to the lower side. So I'm not so sure where do we put our stop loss on this one. This one we enter 26. Is it possible the price reaching back? Let's see. Let's see. 40 pips. Putting stop loss right here. If price really go back towards on the higher side, then I really will be adding short positions, putting stop loss from here and see can we get back to the bottom sides. Okay, so yeah, I think we might be entering and going back, aiming back to this this major supporting level. Okay, so right now expect price might be going back to 4094, means that it's actually right here, might be attracting volume out. So I'm expect the price should be reaching back to this level. Try to do short positions and see can we get it. Let's see. Doing something, so give me a sec. Let's see. See, planning to give up wow, the buying is a bit strong, huh? From the smaller sites is actually showing us that the buying is actually quite strong, but let's see. let's see, trying to find out entry level. Stop loss. Sun. This one TP, I think we can actually, this one stop loss 50 TP2, let's make it to this level. 402. See. Oh shit, the price has been going higher. Let's see, can we add short positions on this one? Let's see from the volume profile perspective. 3. We can actually do short positions on this one. Give me a sec. I think we can actually do shots on this one. Mm-hmm. Yep. I think if we are right on this one, the price might be reaching through 94 or 93. So I'm expecting that this level. So let's see, can we get to this level? Right now I'm actually trying something new. So let's see, can we get it? If price really go from this level, then I may be adding positions to the lower sides. But let's see. Okay, so we have been doing short positions and see whether or not the price is going back to the lower sides. 4133 is actually the major resistance area. 4133 area, it's actually the major resistance area. 33. So this level is actually showing us really strong resistance area. This level 4133. Let's see the book map. Mm, 30. Yeah, do really shows a bit resistance, but the buying pressure is actually quite strong. And well, the volume is not much, to be honest. But the buying strength is keep on building on it. No, not so sure. 4133. Let's see. Mm-hmm. Here it's actually a really strong resistance, but whoa, fuck. Whoa, so strong. Okay, I think that's all for today. So yeah, yeah, I think that's about it for today. But thank you for everyone watching, and we'll be continue doing live streaming sessions later on. And right now, we have been saying that this is the major resistance area, 4113. I mean 4133. It's not quite often to see the price spiking back towards the higher sides, but if that's do really happen, then no choice lah. Price is actually swiping highs and lows at the same time. But we have been doing short positions and see how the price react. If the price really spike back towards on the higher end, then no choice lah. Then we just might need to accept it and see how can we do to avoid the risk later on. Okay. So thank you for everyone watching, and I will be see you guys tomorrow.